Hello, Gideon, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. Starting today off with some smooth criminal dancing, and yeah, we're ready to go. So let's get to it. I don't think I've gotten any major upgrades to my ship or my weapons or anything like that. We should be all good to go. Yep, I've just been working on commando training. And I haven't changed anything here. We're all good. Alright, let's get started. I think where we left off, Lucari found something interesting, and we're going to see what that interesting thing is. Alright. Mirrors and smoke. Donkra Nebula inhabited planet. Alright, let's find out what's going on. Still haven't gotten this ship. I've tried so hard. Alright. Loading in. There we go.
I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact.
Thank you. Open a hailing frequency comms. No response. Perhaps Nebula is causing interference. Scan Nebula for interference. Compensating for Nebula conditions to Harmaster, still no response. Hail the LSS Rescava.
To a familiar face. May I open a channel?
It's worth a shot. Proceed.
Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K. of the LSS Rescava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us.
Still quiet. Is the Universal Translator online?
I'm not certain. Wait. They're locking weapons.
Alright, red alert, fire to disable. First, let's launch all of our ships just to be safe. Well, more than just to be safe. We're under attack, so... 210. There we go. And... there we go. You are correct. You did nothing to provoke this attack. They panicked. They received a peaceful message and they panicked. Alright. Receive hail from planet surface.
Vessels. This is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kentari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities, and ask you to do the same.
This is Dahar Master Amur of the OSS Platinum Constellation. Explain yourself, Prime Minister.
There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
Yes, send us a meeting site coordinates. Amur out.
The Kentari. They survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kenta and make it here. Incredible. Historically, Kentari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are.
Let's beam down. Okay, notice...
14 sacred trees of Lucar. The Kentari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street?
I'm wondering about that myself. Notice that my holographic character is not wearing a suit, because she doesn't exist. Well, technically doesn't exist. Message from Kentari. the Horror Master. Apparently there was a minor error in the coordinates they provided, resulting in your current situation. Transmitting updated coordinates for the Kentari Capitol building to you now. Shall we beam you to it? Negative, it's not too far from here. We'll go on foot.
That Kentari on the street looks quite ill.
Yeah, armed aliens here in the capital, outrageous. Whoa. While this one was helping this one, they passed out. Reading extreme levels of toxins in this Kentari's lungs. Without treatment, he will be dead in months. Better you than me. Okay. And there goes another one. Look at that. This is the fate if we don't,
Reading high levels of toxic chemical emissions in the area.
Yep. People have to pay for air, for breathing masks. Horror Master, I'd like to take a closer look at that vent if you don't mind. This vent? Which vent? Where's the vent? Let's look at that vent. Are you talking about this? Scan vent. Okay. Oh, this vent. Way back here. We got way too far ahead.
They still use unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable.
Unregulated exhaust. Alright.
How peculiar. The doors here have built-in filtration systems.
Okay. Let's check it out. Toxin filters built into this door are substandard at best. Okay. They have filtration systems on the door, but they're substandard, so they're not doing well.
What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store?
Yep.
It's full of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge others to withstand it.
Yep.
Does that fluid look off to you?
Yeah, it does. That drain pipe is leaking acidic fluids with high levels of pollutants. Okay. And there's some guy just standing in the air. Ow. The acid hit me. Okay, we're good.
I've never seen this level of suffering.
I know, this is real bad. Okay.
Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. It's barbaric. There are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Kill the Lucari and her alien lackeys!
Okay. Alright. Oh, no you don't. Oh, that's one of our medical generators. Okay.
I see hatred for Lucari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature.
Agreed. Let's keep moving. Alright. So, obviously this was a barrier set up to blockade our way. Alright, let's move back from the bomb. Not that it really matters. Alright, so we destroyed the barrier. We can move on. But now we know that there are hostiles. Let's see. Read the Kentari voice. Only a few pages catch your interest. Which page would you like to read? Economy page.
The lunar colony is providing just enough food to support the Kentari population at current consumption levels. The government has launched a new farm labor program aimed at increasing food production and adding new jobs. The program is expected to launch prior to the beginning of the next crop cycle on the colony.
Alright, environment page.
Structural integrity of several housing blocks has been called into question by independent analysts. Ministers of the building authority deny any cause for concern as tower extension projects aimed at elevating the blocks above the smog level have commenced.
Okay, science.
The small business epidemic is on the rise. If you find a citizen collapsed on the street, call the nearest medical station. When you purchase breathers, make sure you provide for your children before you provide for yourselves. We must secure the future.
Of course, and sports.
Number 41 of the South Capitol Steel Benders received an award from the Office of the Prime Minister for charitable service yesterday. After the team's victory over the North Capitol Forgers, Ren celebrated by purchasing gold-bay breathers for each fan in the stadium.
Wow. Crazy, huh? Alright, so that was the one there. And I think this is the other.
The Capitol building is a short distance from here.
Indeed. Hold on. I gotta read this one. The Kentari Foundation. Only a few pages catch your interest. Which page do you want to read? Economy page.
Asteroid mining in the system has revealed a new mineral. Its primary use lies in power generation, and it could serve as a high-energy alternative to chemical and atomic fuel sources currently in use. The Kentari Energy Consortium has secured initial rights to harvesting the mineral known as ardenite.
Alright, environment.
Contrary to reformist propaganda, smog levels are stable and decreasing in some quadrants. Yes, construction teams are receiving contracts, but this will lead to job creation and affordable housing throughout Kentari City. Remember, as upper floors are bought and moved into, the lower floors are made available to others at affordable rates. Looking for an 80th floor view? Soon you'll be able to get one. United, we are strong.
This is unfortunately sounding very familiar right now. For the US in particular.
Recent studies on the connection between unprotected breathing and the so-called smog sickness were inconclusive. Many of the planet's population never wear breathers, and none have been diagnosed with the disease. Remember, eat well and work hard. Staying strong is the only true way to keep from getting ill.
Of course. And sports.
Toronto, the Beast, Moody, number 15 of the Colony Theaters, has received more criticism for speaking out against the owners of the various planetary teams. Moody continues to state that the team owners are subjecting the players to horrible living conditions, while the owners all live in penthouse suites. Multiple players have gone on the record that their living conditions are fine and they are not being bribed to make these statements. A boycott on all Beast souvenirs is still in effect in most cities, though Moody has yet to be suspended by the Sporting Guild.
Of course. Alright, so now we've seen both sides of the coin. One telling the... Well, no, I shouldn't put my opinion on that. Yeah.
What? Another attack?
Okay then. That's what you want. Alright, it's getting out of hand. Let's do this. Well, if you aren't dead yet, you should be soon. Easy enough. Oh.
Is that the last of them?
There we go.
Let's go inside. The Kentari have some explaining to do.
Yes, they do. Alright, let's go. Don't think there's anything else for us to Explore. Yeah. Nothing of interest. Let's go. Of course, we go to the upper levels now, where there isn't quite so much pollution and smog.
Well, this place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Welcome to New Kentari. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people.
This would explain the repeated attacks.
I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better, and the traditionalists, who cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with them. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lucari, as a threat to their existence.
What danger do we or the Lucari pose to your people?
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. The Lucari, dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned. More dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right about all of you.
Such xenophobia is unwarranted, Minister.
Minister Pentara is in charge of planetary security. It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic. The idea of working with aliens, with Lucari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue with outside parties.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
Yeah, literally we just came and said hi.
And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders?
In consolation to Hard Master, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have urgent news. Zenkethi warships are on fast approach to the moon of the planet. Kentari forces are moving to intercept, but they're heavily outgunned. But alert, we'll do what we can to help.
Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
The Zenkethi are not our allies, as you'll soon see.
I believe you. Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Alright. Yeah, I'd rather not stay in this hostile environment anyway. The Kentari have moved to engage the Zenkethi forces, to Hardmaster. They won't last long without us, especially against Zenkethi flagship. Helm, take us in, all hands battle stations. Hold on, before we go charging to the rescue, I want to be properly equipped. There we go. Alright.
Saving their ships might build some trust with the Kentari.
Yeah, but there's no reason for them not to trust us, and they're choosing not to anyway.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh, I forgot about that. Activating that, puts us in red alert. So I can't move fast anymore. There we go. me. Good. We are the Klingons. A warrior race. Honor-bound to protect those who are weak. I just flew straight into your attack. That was stupid. Cruisers are the hardest to defeat.
Fight on! For the Union! For the Kentari!
Cruisers are the hardest to defeat, and they boost the shields of other Zenkethi.
Crystals targeted by the Zenkethi on the Kentari moon, along with numerous Zenkethi life signs and several proto-matter signals. We'd better hurry. They may be preparing to detonate more bombs.
Agreed. Let's get to the moon and stop the Zenkethi.
Get to the moon and stop those bombs, now!
Alright, here we go.
I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lucari.
We do. We've dealt with them before.
Trick, you won't live to regret it.
Yeah. Thank you for trusting us. Oh, I forgot to summon my flagship. No, take out the small ships first, then focus on the big one. There we go. Weakest at the front, okay? You just move. Alright.
We're too late. Running away.
Yeah, which also means they detonated. Now the entire planet is devoid of life.
We detected some sort of intense energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
It was a proto-matter bomb. It eradicates all organic matter. I'm sorry.
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
A likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
That's ridiculous. We just risked our lives to protect you.
Calm yourself, Kentari, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able.
We'll be on Overwatch in case the Zenkethi return. Fly near the Rescava, okay. It didn't take long, Zenkethi warships inbound. Alright. I brought in my Type 14s. Doing well. Okay.
The proto-matter emitters are in place. The matrix is stable and primed for effect. Let me know when you want me to initiate the restoration procedure.
Make it so.
Proto-matter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now.
Something is wrong. Everything just stopped. Why? myself, that moon should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite.
Of course. Alright, now comes the fun part.
Alright, let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments.
Understood, we'll adjust each of the transmitters. Okay, where are we going? Doesn't matter. Any one of the three. That's one. There's number 2. Who does number 2 work for? And number 3. Easy enough.
Curious. Someone made adjustments to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lucari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work. I hate to say it, but I believe one of the Kentari observers made those adjustments.
Better be sure. Wait, hear that? Alright, here they come.
I'm far from defenseless, Kentari!
We are setting up camp. Next.
Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter!
No worries. We got this. Next. There they are.
Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter!
You got it. There's nothing to worry about. Ooh.
Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter!
My apologies. They got off a grenade that I wasn't expecting. They also came from a direction I haven't seen them come from before. Okay.
Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise.
Alright. Next. This is not going well. She's only about, well, it's not that it's not going well.
Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter!
You fired from such a far distance. Okay.
They just don't know when to quit, do they?
No, they don't. Where's the next group coming from?
Attacking us
There they
is
are.
unwise. Very unwise.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, protomatter
Done.
We're safe.
Oh, not quite safe. We're safe-ish. There we go. Now we're safe.
Those were traditionalists. I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well. I've locked out access to everyone but you and me. We can make things right without any interference once we return to our ships.
Let's go. Try to save the android. It won't help. The synthetic, I should say. Okay. So now we know the traditionalists want things to fail. They're willing to attack just so that an alien doesn't help them.
All systems are online. We're ready to go. Initiating restoration process now.
Literally their entire planet could die out. They're willing to fight tooth and nail just so that an alien doesn't save them.
Protomatter matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
Here we are.
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you.
Kamarke made this happen. No thanks to the traditionalists.
Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar.
We see them. They're on an attack course. How appropriate. They will regret that they attack us. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Launch. Launch.
Alien vessels, surrender or be destroyed!
As you wish. There you go. As you requested, you were destroyed. Alright, Minister of Defense.
You forced my hand. You and your pathetic Lucari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy.
Stand down before more people get hurt, Minister. Final warning.
Exile was too good for you. I should have wiped you out.
Well then. Of course not. We'll have you join us. Let me show you what true technological superiority looks like.
I've suspected Kentaro was a traditionalist for some time. Thought he placed the people before his personal beliefs. His madness nearly killed us all. And for what? Pride, hate, and fear. I wish to formally apologize and thank all of you in person. Under the circumstances, we should meet on one of your vessels. The Rescava, if you're agreeable.
Alright.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us. Diplomacy is part of a captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge.
You are very much up to the
Welcome to the
challenge.
Rescava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentari and Lucari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
There we go. Diplomacy at its finest. And away we go. Alright. After all this time, the Kentari are here, alive. I can hardly believe it. This will be quite the Revelation back home, many Lucari do not look fondly upon the Great Exodus, or the Kentari who forced it upon us. Still, we may be on a path to a reunification, one that lets us rebuild what was lost with the Kentari. I truly hope so. Me too. Alright, I'm probably not going to do a Kentari build, but I'm going to this missile launcher for some reason. Just because it looks like Wolverine claws.
Congratulations, Imperial Intelligence has learned that Martok is alive. I thought him dead by my hand, and yet he lives. Martok is being held in a Sona facility in the Briar Patch. Officially, it's a research facility built to study metaphysic radiation. In reality, it's a high-security prison used to hold political prisoners. General Rodek is leading a covert rescue operation in the Briar Patch. Meet with him there, and liberate Martok. Even an enemy should have the chance to live or die with honor.
Okay then. See, Torg's Dishonored Bat'leth. House Martok Defense Configuration System. And then House Martok Weaponry. Alright. Alright, Gideon, thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out when you do that. As I always like to say at the end of these videos, don't get assassinated!